nobody tell us the secret to cinematic footage was 2 words and font, so I'm gonna tell you now. Welcome back to another episode of Clarity for Beginners. This is the Film Your Life series, a series where I basically just show you how to use your phone and film your life, whether it be a boring Tuesday, your commute to work, you making a cup of tea, anything works, so long as we're using the back camera. And with every video on this series, we're just gonna continue building that camera confidence. Your footage is not the problem. Can you say that with me? I need you to know that your footage is fine. What's making it look like a 1950s home video is that nobody watching it actually knows what's going on inside of it. They see you on the bus, they see you walking, they see you sitting somewhere, but they don't know how you feel. They don't know what kind of day it is. There's no story connected to the images. And the easiest way to fix that without talking over your clips or doing a whole voiceover is adding text. The right words in the right places, that's this whole episode. But before I show you how to do it right, let me show you what everybody gets wrong. We often make 3 mistakes. The first one, how many of us have written what the viewer could already see? Your clip shows you making coffee and your text says morning routine. And we can clearly see it, so there's nothing new. 2 is choosing the wrong font. You may have the best piece of footage, but the wrong font will have it looking like a meme instantly. 3, the text is too small or stuck in a weird place. And yeah, it still happens to me sometimes, especially when I haven't left enough space in the frame. And let's keep it real. If the viewer has to squint to read it, we ain't reading it. We're scrolling. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Rule number 1, before you type anything over your clips, ask yourself, could the viewer already see this? And if the answer is yes, don't write it. Your clip shows you sitting on the bus, and then you write on the bus. They can see that, so it's useless. We keep the same clip, but instead we're gonna write, she stopped rushing. Now they feel something. They don't know where you're going, but something about she stopped rushing hit. Same footage, but a completely different experience. So write what they can't see, write the feeling, write what's happening inside of the moment, not just in front of the camera, and that's the whole rule. You need 2 fonts, that's it, not 10. Especially as we're just beginning and we're getting used to things, don't get mixed up with too many things. Get comfortable with the 2, and as you progress, then you'll find more favorites and you'll add more. The first font is called Cormorant Garamond. I kind of feel like I'm in Paris. I know I butchered that, but it'll be on screen so you can see the actual spelling. So go ahead and download it, and when you see that font on the screen, you'll immediately understand why it works. Looks like something out of a magazine. It's kind of given like that editorial style. It's soft, it's clean, and it's a little fancy without doing too much. This is your main font. It's the one that's going to carry the feeling of the story. See what I mean? It belongs there. It's not competing with the image. The second font is Josefin Sans. It'll be on screen. I'm sure I didn't pronounce the Sans properly. I know in French it's Sans. Just bear with me. I want you to use the thin version, all caps, just in a smaller size. This font is simple and clean, so we're going to be using it for facts. Your city, the time, the date. Kind of adding romance to the footage. Anything that feels more of like a label than a feeling, we're going to be using Josefin Sans. So remember, Cormorant for feelings, Josefin for facts. And could I tell you, both of them are free on Google Fonts. Download them to your phone or your PC. If you've downloaded to your phone, remember I'm an iPhone user, so it'll download straight to your files. From there, you'll unzip the file and then you'll just save it to your device. But if you're on your computer, it's basically the same thing. Download it, unzip it, and every single font will be saved to your download files or wherever file you keep it in. Then you're going to open CapCut. Of course, you would have had to import footage, but once you have any piece of footage on the timeline, you're going to go over to the text tool. Disclaimer, I totally forgot. The how-to that I'm giving you right now applies to the phone. I'll make sure to give you the how-to for the PC as well. But what you're going to want to do is scroll to the bottom of the font list and you'll see where to import them. It takes a few minutes. If you're on a PC, once you've downloaded the font and you've unzipped it, it's already going to be sitting in your system. So what you're going to have to do, if you already have CapCut open, you're gonna have to close CapCut and then open back CapCut, then go back to the text tool and then add your text to the timeline and then go over to the text, and you can simply just type Cormorant, Josefin, or any other font that you downloaded, and you'll see them sitting under systems. I'll make a tutorial and link the how-to of the desktop version. I feel like there's actually 2 good spots to put your text, but ultimately, once you get comfortable, you can put them anywhere so long as you're not stuck in a corner. The center of the screen is a good one, and I would suggest to use this when your clip is quiet and simple. Something like just your hands, a candle, or just like a calm, serene moment. Nothing busy happening, but have the text sit right in the middle and it will land, trust me. Now the bottom of the screen, I personally use this when a lot is already happening in the clip, or sometimes I'll just go off to the side. I know I said there were 2 sweet spots, but I just added half of one. Good placement for that is like, let's just say you got a clip of you walking, it's busy outside, cars are moving. Why I say the bottom? Because the text is not gonna have to compete with everything that's already going on in the busy clip. Now, timing is what I feel people skip, and it's the most important part. So when I say timing, I'm talking about animation. In CapCut, you could animate your text. And I totally also forgot to tell you, I'm working with the free version. We're not on the pro. If you're on the pro, kudos to you. Anything that doesn't have that purple looking diamond or gem, we're good. Once you select anything that has the gem, then you're on the pro level. First things first, tap your text on the timeline and then tap animation at the bottom. You're going to be able to see where it kind of says like in and out or tap in and tap out. So basically the first entrance of the text, we're going to select fade in and we're going to put it for maybe like 0.5 of a second. Then we're going to go ahead and click out, and then we're going to do the same thing, fade out for about half a second. And if you want to see how fast or how slow the animation is, just play it back. And if you don't like how fast or how slow it is, just play with the toggle so you can increase the seconds or you can decrease the seconds. Your text should float onto the screen. Not no bam rush slam. No pop, no float, especially because we're dealing with cinematic right now. I'm not saying that you can't use a pop and you can't use a float. You just got to know when to choose the right animation for your text. And leave it up long enough for at least 3 seconds. Long enough for someone to read it twice. So you know what? Skip the 3 seconds. Let's do 4 to 5. And if you're pulling it off before they can even finish reading it, that's not cinematic. You're stressing them. I'll be sure to also do a mini tutorial of how you can do the text animation on desktop. I'm a desktop girly when it comes to editing. So when I make tutorials, I try to be versatile to both. And while I was making this video for you all, I realized I did my screen recording for the demos on my device and not the PC. So I'll be sure once again to leave the demo of how to do the text animation and maybe possibly downloading the fonts from Google Fonts, and I'll have it listed here. One thing before I go though, I want you to know that your text is not decoration. Look at your text as storytelling, telling your viewers a story without saying a single word. When you get the font, the placement, and the words right, your viewer stops watching your footage and they feel like they're actually in that clip with you, like they're a part of the moment. Like if you were out celebrating a birthday and the text was just captivating and mesmerizing and they felt like they were riding a wave, they probably feel like they were celebrating that birthday right with you on that said day. And remember, that's the whole point of it. You can definitely make cinematic footage without having to do a voiceover, talk in it. Just make sure that you've got the right fonts, right placement, right timing, and you're good to go. I noticed that y'all ain't talking to me in the comments. I noticed that y'all is watching, and thank you so much for watching and enjoying the Clarity for Beginners series. So ultimately, I'm here to make your beginning journey easier. Remember, one video at a time because we're kicking away that camera shyness. Did you take a peek at last week's video where I showed you how you could record yourself with the back camera only using the mirror? Did you record your content? If you did, let me know. I want to go watch it, hype your video, give you a like, and comment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on another episode of Clarity for Beginners. Bye!